money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about the dip. But it ain't for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drop with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Ready.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd-and-1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. You look at this Colt defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
We get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Little bootleg here. Howell rolling to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Damian Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Colts at 4-11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 19 tights, 19 tights.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on. Come on. Hey! Hey! Smash drop up!
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On the set.
2 yards to go, second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. There, Richardson back to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just, and he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. But, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Go!
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Richardson looking to throw. got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Richardson going to move him around.
That's good for a Colts. First down.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Richardson to throw off play action. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and
that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Let's go.
On 1st down, Howell. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Throwing here, Howell. Going right back to Dotson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
Dotson in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Jahan Dotson from 13 yards out. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
11-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
6-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of...
Oh, Hal loses it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
Colts, nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
To kick off for the Colts.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. There he goes, right side. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Washington. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Richardson. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Ready.
Richardson off the play fake. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good for a close.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you want.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Here's Richardson to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Come on.
Second and 10.
Pace. Let's go. Ready.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
Now it's Richardson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And McLaurin, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. And once more, Howell back to the air. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Howell throwing on third down here. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
17-yard line.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Ready.
On the draw is Taylor. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 90 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2nd down and 8.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Street, street.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Richardson working from the gun. Touchdown Colts! Jonathan Taylor, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he returns this to the 22. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he's got it to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19. 70 range, go.
Here's Howell. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Powell. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready, break.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Richardson now on second down. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. 4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Ready.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready.
Off play action. Richardson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, it'll be Taylor. And another negative play there as they stop him again. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Now Richardson going to shift things up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Panther 60, Pat 19 Lions.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
Stand up.